Welcome everyone to Taking It to the Pitch. I am Ledeas, and with me today is...
IronMaster, your co-host, and let's dive into Division 7 straight off.
Boom. Looking at the schedule, we can see we got up early enough before the league rolled over, and can tell now which ones are administration calls and which ones are not.
Yep, so looking at the top here, we have the Innsmouth Flickers and Sun Crypt Lords. They have not played their match because I believe someone got sick and rescheduled for tomorrow, so you're going to have to be waiting on that, but good on you for trying to get it done.
Yes,
But
indeed.
let's look at the Bitter Soggies versus the Elaborate Death Traps.
Yeah, the
Which is a
Bitter
huge win.
Soggies went kind of crazy, didn't they?
Yep. So let's look at the Bitter Soggies on page 1.
So doesn't look like a lot of development has happened since we last looked at the team. I believe the one lineman's picked up tackle. I believe that's a new the new thing here.
Yeah, it's either tackle or defend.
But
Did he have the agility 4?
yes, he did.
Okay. But the second Berserker is getting SVP. I think he got a touchdown with him to try to speed it up, which is good. And
One match, one touchdown, 2 injuries inflicted. No.
I feel like that Yeti's just making him mad because he's probably using it a lot and it's not doing anything because it's just claw.
I hate Yetis. I hate them so much.
They're interesting to me, but yeah, you should. It's just really hard to level them up, and then once they get Mighty Blow, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, if you say so.
Anyway, let's move on to the Elaborate Death Traps.
Take a quick look at his statistics. 5 wins. He seems to be doing pretty well. Elaborate.
He has lost once
No.
in here.
Tarp Shack. Mr. Big was the MVP for his team, but he didn't get a level up.
He's really close, though. That's just 1 touchdown and probably sure hands.
Sure, why not? You know, I mean, once that guy gets sure hands, he'll be... I think I read 75% chance to pick up things.
So now I see he has 5 Chaos Dwarves and 1,300 gold.
I was about to say, he's got enough money to go ahead and replace that.
I think he can replace that, and if he wants, he can get a bench.
Yeah, I would. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the Hobgoblins 12 and let that fouling guy go start doing some work.
Yeah, I like it. I like where this team's like going back to. Or this was probably the solid team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the
other one died.
Bitter Soggies are technically in the lead of the division right now. 1 point lead over the Oil Miners.
Have they had their head-to-head yet?
Ooh, don't know. Let's take a look. Bitter Soggies history. It does not look like they have. So.
Okay, that is week 12. That's when they get their big battle.
Gonna be down the road some.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Oil Miners, they could not pull a win off against the Orcs, no name yet, but a 1-1 tie.
Yeah. It's still better than losing because you still get 1 point.
Indeed. Taking a look at the no name yet at the moment. They have a missing next game lineman, but they've got enough of a bench here that it's not going to hurt them that bad. And the guy they're missing has no skills anyways.
That was literally just a bench player. Exactly what you want him for. So, that's good there.
Don't see any development in this team either from the last week.
No. Yeah, he just got some stuff, and that was bad. I don't know if he got a touchdown with his thrower just now, or...
Well, no, I guess the Black Orc...
See where it went.
The Black Orc that became MVP, he leveled up.
Yeah.
So he did get blocked.
Yeah.
So that is...
He only got a little bit of SVP, while the Oil Miners had a lot come in.
Did they?
They had 15.
Ooh.
I believe it's from injuries.
Let's take a look at that.
Check their team out.
Yeah, at least a what, 2, 4, 6, a touchdown and a pass, maybe. I don't know. Yep, one pass, one touchdown.
That was probably him just trying
kill.
to.
He inflicted a kill.
Ooh.
So no name yet did lose an orc.
It was probably like a lineman.
We can only hope, right?
Yeah.
And he is missing his blitzer for the next game. The oil miners are.
Yeah.
But again, I don't see too much development here either. Not different development. We see a lot of development. We just don't see it changing from the last week.
No, this team already has a two-person bench. So when the death roller gets sent off, he still has a full team.
Yep.
Which is just solid and ridiculous.
The best way to do it.
Yep. And he honestly has a really good team value. The only problem is people are going to start throwing in wizards at him soon, if they haven't already.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that armor 9 going to be really good against wizards?
Oh, it is, but I mean, you're just letting them hit you with a wizard, and that's going to be changing the tide of the game.
I think the dirty player of the death roller is an advantage that a lot of people forget.
Yeah, you definitely want to actually foul with it. Not like consistently, but near the end of a drive.
You might as well.
You really don't want it. So,
I don't know, man. That had to be a pretty tough fight for the orcs.
It could have been that it KO'd some of the key players and they didn't come back.
Gotcha.
Or just he was very good at controlling dwarves. So, let's move on to the next one.
Well, my screen decided to pause.
Ooh, that's not good.
The internet connection was lost. Try to reconnect.
I don't believe it. Well, just to continue it off, we'll know to check out the Culinary Delights versus the... Oh gosh, how do I pronounce that again?
I don't know.
Fell with Codel.
Just say High Elf team.
High Elf team. With the High Elf team taking the 2 to the 1.
So,
Poor Troxbirds isn't winning anything.
Which one are you looking at? The High Elf team first?
Yep, we're going to look at the High Elf team first.
He has no level ups. Or he did not take his level up is what I'm trying to say.
Dang guy.
That guy.
We need to know.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he have 2 plus agility players?
No, you're thinking of a different team. I'm pretty sure.
Those are the Dark Elves, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Dark Elf team.
Yep, so. Think that agility 5 is new? Maybe. Anyway, that's always a good thing to have.
Maybe he is. I don't know. Yeah, it is. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff even though he's a lineman. You can have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a while for him to build skills up to do stuff, but at the very worst, he's a backup thrower. He's a backup catcher.
Yep. He just can do anything, really.
Give him dodge, and he can jump in and try to pick up the ball in places that he shouldn't.
You mean leap?
He could leap. That's
or dodge in, leap, and block. That would be... Ooh.
He would be a very slow, slightly better armored war dancer.
It would be worth it in the end, though.
Oh yeah, it's just
ball
gonna
recovery.
take another 3 levels.
Helps you play the long game anyway. So, let's move on to the next one, which was Culinary Delights V2.
V2. Boom. Well, he still has a team, so that's not bad.
Yeah, and 10 players, so he's still up a loner. Well, he has a sure hands player.
Got enough change to go ahead and replace a Beastman if he wants, right? 60K?
Nah, I'd wait on it. Especially with his reputation, he's just going to have to kill loners. But
get the
to be honest, you want to keep the 60K just in case a Chaos Warrior does die. And if you just spent it now, you'd have a Beastman and not a Chaos Warrior next game.
No, there you go.
So he'll almost be there. Once he gets to 100K, I would spend it to buy that extra Beastman and hope for some development coming up. Which, speaking of development, he has 2 Beastmen that are throwaway. A Chaos Warrior that's a throwaway from leveling. and a beastman that needs an injury.
So
away
he
from
needs
that
to
level.
work on throwing some vanity passes? Is that what you're trying to tell him?
Vanity passes if you have the time. I would at least really consider getting the Chaos Warrior back and doing a handoff to him or something if he can't reach the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you've got
Then make him throw a pass.
4 players that are 1 point away.
Yeah. Only problem is one's AG2.
Yeah, fair. But, it's turn 8. You're not one turning. You might as well do it.
Yeah. But other than that, he's not getting the SPP all on the Chaos Warriors, which is what he wants. So, hopefully that goes better for him, and he gets going on his season.
Well, the Nickelodeon All-Stars have lost the game to...
Nickelodeon All-Stars versus Fat Rat Pack.
Oh, Lords of Decay.
Lords of Decay.
So, do you want to look at the winners first?
Sure, why not?
Right
So,
there
yeah,
in the
Lords of
middle.
Decay.
This person on Discord has a very strange, I want to be evil because I play Skaven and I'm going to pee in your Kool-Aid kind of persona.
Yes, he does.
And it seems to be rewarded with level ups.
Yep, but I don't know if you see his motto, but it says Match Day 6, punishing children's favorites. So, got a
Nope.
sneaky man here.
Oh, the children's favorites. The Nickelodeon All-Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got 1 missing next game rat. He's got
And an excess bank.
enough to go ahead and level up his stadium if he felt like it.
I think it's good at this point to just level it up.
What's he
There's
going to
really
do?
nothing stopping him.
Get another player?
It only cost 10 TV more, but I don't think he needs a 15-player bench.
It's one heck of a mess, that's for sure. His gutter runners are just running rampant with the SPP. The agility up, mighty blow, storm vermin is a wonderful gift.
Yeah. He's got a wrestle strip ball now.
He's
That's
got
new.
blodging sidestep, just a blodge, and then a gutter runner with 2 SPP. Let's see, up 2 passes. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
He is
Maybe.
4-1-1.
Yeah. I believe a couple of those were concede wins, but they're still a win.
Well, in these 2 divisions, we're going to see those no matter what. So,
Yeah. But he's been a high scorer generally. So,
keeping him down to 1 was a pretty impressive feat.
yeah.
Well, looking at the Nickelodeon All-Stars, we have... I don't think we have too much development since the last time we saw them.
I don't think there's really anything that developed. Maybe Chase the lineman, but I think he was already there.
So
He's just been having a rough time. I mean,
Yeah.
look at those lineman MVPs.
There's nothing wrong with lineman MVPs. Just start doing vanity passes. It's a thing. You can do it. I mean, he got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got 10 SPP in the last game. Well, so did the Lords of Decay. But
Now, for 1,600, what would you get?
oh, let's go back to that. Team roster's 11. You can't buy any more blitzers. I would get a 12th player and start stomping necks.
But my thing is, I think you should probably get a catcher.
You think you should get a catcher?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of multiple catchers on human teams. Usually 1 until it gets a handful of skills, and then bring the other one up. That way you can use the first catcher to do other things while you feed the second catcher. But that's my theory.
Yeah.
Not
I just like the second catcher for, let's say he gets injured. Now you're not going too fast. Like, the jump from 7 movement to 8 movement is huge. Because you just either zoom out of the way or you're just 1 square in. But either that or he can buy...
Well, he doesn't really seem to be
lineman
using
and a
his
catcher.
catcher.
That's true.
He's made 2 catches, 1 block successful in 4 matches. That's it.
I guess that's fair enough. But I just really like my fast human teams.
Yeah, no, I mean, the catcher is a fun piece, but I think to play both sides of the ball, they need some skills first. But then if you pick up, like you said, 1 catcher and 1 lineman, you're at 13, and you can leave 2 of them off the field on your defense and then put them back on for your offense or whatever you want to do. I don't think I would go 2 catchers and a lineman. I think I'd do one or the other. Because you're going to want to keep the bank when people die.
Yep. Well, the catcher's what? 70K or 90K, I mean.
70.
Oh, it's 70?
Yeah, the catcher's 70.
So that's only like 1,200 if he did both of those.
7, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10, 11,
40K
12.
left.
Yeah, no, you're right.
40K is pretty decent replace stuff. I don't know. Thing to consider, especially since you'd have a bench after that.
Well, let's take a look at the Fat Rat Pack and the
Lord's Decay?
Did
Or
the
no, I did that one.
Chaos Colonials quit?
Did they?
I think they might have. Because it's an admin's call, so I think he's dropped from the league. Or was
Maybe.
it? No, that's reversed. That's reversed.
Oh yeah, Fat Rat Pack may have left.
That's right. I remember that now. He left last week. So he's the one who's bumped out, and the Colonials are going to get the admin win. So let's take a look at the Colonials real quick.
I remember.
Obviously, we don't know what his level ups are, but it doesn't look like it looks like it's going to be a good thing, no matter what happens. Because
I'm just betting he's hoping an MVP lands on his Claw Beastman. Just to skip that annoying grind.
He's got 5 players that it won't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that it will level up, and if Captain Hudson, Corporal Hudson, gets it, then he'll be 1 point away. So he's got a 50-50 shot at getting level ups.
Yeah, and then he's got ones that can land twice on a player, and that's usually a definite level up.
Everybody loves 8. And that would take his win record up to 4-1-1, so he's going to be pretty up there in the top as well. Let's take a look at the
I believe
other
he's tied for second for that.
Half Pint Heroes. There they are.
So
Now,
Bull Centaur's not getting levels still. Very interesting.
yeah, that is, and they are very hard to do vanity passes with. Well, everybody on this team's hard to do vanity passes with.
Yeah.
But dude, he's got 100K right now, and he's about to get a admin win. So I don't know. He's gonna get.
The one thing I would definitely suggest is toss that Hobgoblin before admin wins you.
Oh yeah, definitely, and get your apothecary.
He still doesn't have it. What?
Well,
yes,
he didn't.
Get your apothecary.
He didn't have to buy it this week because he didn't play.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, fire the strength 2 Hobgoblin. Offer him up for a sacrifice to a Nuffle, and go ahead and
buy a new one. And
you know what? What's his name?
Chubb's Bone Snapper.
That's your apothecary. Rehire him.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Chubb's Bone Snapper, apothecary for teams.
Yep. I don't think I would trust him.
You don't think so? I mean, he's got a name there to let you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I believe
he's
in
going to
truth.
snap it back into place, right?
That's right. I believe in truth in advertisement.
Now, he does have a palm blocker. Not sure how I feel about it.
Hold up. Let me go back to
claws.
that. Let me go back to that. I was looking at the schedule. He has a what blocker?
P.O. Mighty Blow.
Does. Oh, Lord.
I'm just not sure about that. Taking that without the claw.
Well, I mean,
But
I would have went guard because I don't like dwarves on the ground.
yeah.
But hey, if you get to smash people, have fun with it.
Yeah, you definitely want to have fun. I want to know what it looks like, so I need to see that in my life.
Record a clip and put it up in Reddit so we can see it.
Yes.
All right,
But,
so looking at the leaderboard, the Chaos Colonials, like you said, are going to be 4-1-1. So they're going to be tied for third place. So they're either be third or be fourth. And Half Pint Heroes are going to be 2-4, so it's going to bring them up into the middle a little better.
Yep. So one thing I like to say here is that that's a pretty close match for a lot of people right now. And the Oil Miners did get dropped a peg for just tying twice compared to one loss for the Bitter Soggies. So,
well, let's take a look at the Sunken... Well, Innsmouth and the Sunken Crypt Lords are both in the middle, 4th and 5th.
Yep.
A 1 point for the tie for the Lizards are keeping them ahead of the Undead. So, they're jockeying for their position. Whichever one wins it, I mean, he's going to be 4-2. He'll be up. If the Innsmouth wins, they'll be up and tied with second place with the Oil Miners. And if the Crypt Lords win, well, then they're tied for 4th place or 3rd place with Lords of Decay and Chaos Colonials.
Yes, you're right.
There's a lot of... That's funny, like, the top 7 places are all within, what, 5 points from each other?
Yeah.
So
that's going to be a hard call. Someone's just going to have to be a leader, I think. And if the Bitter Soggies keep up this trend of just winning games rather than drawing, he's going to be doing good.
And they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Division 6.
It's time for the next division. Okay.
Well, looking at Division 6, we have the advantage that everyone played their games, and the 4 admin calls are sitting there, or 3.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Rebel Rousers beat the Treetop Cops 2-0. Rebel Rouser.
They're on the first page.
Yes, sir. Humans.
Yeah.
I
Okay. So
don't notice a lot of difference.
there's a niggled lineman.
There is. But
That's
it's also
MVP.
2 dirty players, so realistically you got 2.5 dirty players.
Yeah. I would ditch him, though, and buy a new one with that bank, though.
It's not a bad idea, yeah. Well, I mean...
You're just going to lower some TV.
I think he may want to try to keep the guy around just for the one moment to see what he levels up as. Because he's one SPP away.
Well, yeah, but if you still level up and you give him plus strength, you're going to be very sad that he's already niggled plus strength.
Yeah, but then he'll be plus strength.
True enough.
Smash.
His team's looking solid. I think he got block on his thrower. Doubles, or no. Yeah. He got guard on his blitzer.
So that is doubles, yeah.
No, that's not doubles. It was doubles for the dodge.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the dodge, not the guard.
Yep. And then I think he had the plus agility already. Dirty players are nice. And it's a solid team.
I'm about to say he's got a plan and he's working it.
Yeah.
And who did he beat? Treetop Cops? Let's take a look at that Wood Elf team.
Yeah.
And see. Well, armor busted. I think I remember that from the last time we talked about. He wasn't in the game yet, so we were like, hey, you know, when he comes back, you're going to have to figure out if you're going to keep him or not. But he didn't get any money, so I guess he's going to have to keep him for a minute.
Yeah.
He's
not getting any money, man. This is like one of those teams that actually really need to concede.
I don't know. I mean,
concede.
Honestly, with the armor value of 6, I'd fire him. I think the 2 loners are worth it. And if one of the loners gets
it's a perfect LOS.
Yeah, and if one of the loners gets SPP, then you have probably enough bank to buy that character and put him in. I know it doesn't mesh well with your naming schemes with people sometimes, but
sometimes it's just worth it.
I like the accurate on the thrower.
I personally think I would have taken sure hands because I've wasted too many pickup rerolls.
And dude, he got Mighty Blow on his catching War Dancer.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this one.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the catch on the War Dancer, but dude, you got Mighty Blow, so Nuffle rewarded you. Keep going.
Yeah. Keep being crazy, man.
That's right. And
Get
now
like
my
strip ball next.
computer wants to restart. What is with this?
Yeah. But the one thing about Wood Elves is you got a tree and you get 2 loners if you ditch that lineman, and you put them on the LOS, and then you're good.
That's right.
9 players is good for that reason.
And then start multi-blocking everybody. Actually, I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
I don't know either. I haven't used it.
I've used multi-block on my treemen a few times, and it's funny, but trees move so slow that the follow-up is kind of important.
Yeah. And rooting on that would be really awkward.
Well, you can't follow up when you multi-block, so...
Let's move on to the Olive Garden versus Knights of Cord and Panda.
You got it. There's the Knights, and what did they... 2-1 to the Orcs. So the Bretonians had a rough day, but no one is hurt. Still
They
looking
came out
good.
pretty strong.
Still looking good. Still looking healthy. Blodging Sure Hands Knight, Blodging Knight, Tackle Knight, New Knight, and then a blocker with Guard and a blocker with Mighty Blow.
Yep, and then he's got a dirty player.
And dude, you got enough money to buy another peasant.
I'm not sure if he buys a peasant at this point because he does have 12 already, and
I would.
maybe saving for a positional. You think an extra peasant would be good?
I would. But see, remember what I do is he's got 4 knights, so they're on the field.
Yeah.
You put 3 or 4 peasants on the line and you start stomping next because peasants are crap cheap and they're going to get broke. I only put 2 blockers on the field at a time.
Yeah.
So, and I use the rest as peasants. As the peasants get hurt or get expelled, then I replace them with the blockers. But don't necessarily listen to me. I mean, I do strange things.
So I've heard.
What
looks
should
like
I
a solid
do?
team.
Throw the ball. I don't have it. Throw it anyways. He's got 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, so he's not doing bad.
No, he has an identical record to me, which usually means you're doing okay.
Doing okay.
So,
Well, take us to the Olive Garden there, IronMaster.
So traveling down to the Olive Garden, we're gonna go see all their level ups.
What page is Olive Garden?
They are on the first page, top right,
Top right.
just like the other org team.
So many
except
org
on the second
teams.
So, ooh, I like this.
What do we like?
I like the 7 movement blitzer.
A 7 movement blitzer who has dodge.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. I think the next thing is he's going to be scoring some touchdowns just to feed him up to 31 and maybe make him a killer or just make him your primary ball holder and maybe dish the thrower if you want because he's really not doing too much for you.
Hey, how about this? Throw it out here for a minute. Frenzy.
You know what? He would need to get Sam Firm after that, but yeah, he could easily do that.
That way, that guy is going to have more movement to be able to push people out.
Yeah.
You don't like the thrower, huh? Well, I mean, he could technically fire him and replace him with a lineman, but...
Yeah. Well, I'm more just saying because just if he's not going to really use the thrower too much, why have him?
Well, he scored a touchdown with him. That's where his 3 SPPs come from. So, if the thrower levels up, what do you get? Leader or start building that whole I'm a protective running back?
I would say probably block or accurate if you want to pass the ball, but Orcs generally don't have the agility to do that.
And then, of course, if you get doubles, you go with dodge.
Yes, totally dodge. I've seen orc throwers become crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
orc throwers.
I built a human thrower with block dodge. Just the idea being that he runs it, he doesn't throw it.
Yeah. It's solid. So, just gotta see what he does there. I really like the level ups. And that Niggle apparently isn't causing his blitzer any harm. So, good on you.
Well, Nightmare on Elf Street and TeamSpeak Crew version 4.
Let's look at TeamSpeak Crew.
They got a 1-1 because it took forever to go through the introduction.
So what?
I said they got a 1-1 tie because it took forever to get through the introduction.
Oh, that's true, yeah. They just kind of had to end it.
Yeah, I mean, Bob and Jim were like, gotta do other things today, kids. So, got a missing next game on the Bull Centaur. Got a level up on this guarding blocker. I bet
now,
you...
That's either Mighty Blow or Stand Firm. Probably Mighty Blow.
You know, I never think of Stand Firm, but I guess that would work. I would go Mighty Blow. I love the back and forth of guard and Mighty Blow.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think this is going to be a guard, Mighty Blow, Stand Firm, guard, Mighty Blow, Stand Firm when they're done.
Well,
they're kind of built like normal dwarves, except sometimes you can get mutations on them. So, like claws and maybe horns if you're crazy. It's a very interesting look.
I don't know if I would go horns on a dwarf with their movement of 4, but hey, why not? He's got enough money to go ahead and replace a player so that when the Bull Centaur comes back, he's got a little bit of a bench. I would do that.
Yeah, I think extra Hobgoblin wouldn't hurt.
Does he not have enough for the Minotaur?
Oh, no, he doesn't. He's 10 off. But I don't think a Minotaur would help him out too much right now either. Just, he's really going to be focusing on blockers, and the problem with the Minotaur is, while this is a lean team now, the Minotaur bloats him up to everyone else, so he can't get inducements over people.
Fair enough. So just maybe buy a Hobgoblin and roll on?
Yep.
Well, to be fair, he's not lost a game yet, so 2 wins, 4 ties.
That's a lot of ties.
It's like Father's Day for him. So, thick, rich, and creamy, old Jimmy Burrito.
Check out Nightmare on Elf Street.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Second page.
I forget, because I'm old.
Okay, so I think there was a death in there.
You think there's a death in there? Well, let's take a look at his history. Boom. Well, it wasn't last game.
Yeah.
In fact, TeamSpeak Crew version 4 had a death. So the Dark Elves killed someone.
So I think the Dark Elves lost a blodging blitzer. Is that correct?
If you say so.
Yeah, it seems like it. I'm checking the little leaderboard we have on here. And by the way, guys, you should probably look at it. It's very helpful. And then he also did fire a lineman with nothing on him.
With nothing on him.
I'm not sure if he spelt like Freddy Krueger wrong or something. I can't tell, but I don't see him.
Well, I mean, he's got 11 men, so he's okay if he wants to move forward. He's got kick, wrestle,
yep.
A lineman would block.
Yeah, I'm actually really liking how he's developing it.
He's got 2 blodging blitzers. I guess that's all he needs. I mean, he's been running this whole 2 blitzer thing.
Yeah, I think the last one died. He had a 3rd blitzer finally, and then kicked the can.
Well, and doesn't have enough to replace it with a blitzer, and I'm not sure you need to at the moment. Like I said, you got 11 players.
Yeah, and he's got a witch elf. I think that's where a lot of money went instead of buying that 4th blitzer, which I'm not against, but I think those blitzers are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're the staple of the Dark Elf team.
Yeah. But
let's see what his statistics are.
3-3-0.
Yeah, he hasn't lost the game either.
Yeah.
Doing well.
She tied Teams Recruit, Tree Chop Cops, beat Dead Pirates Roberts the Fourth, tied Please Don't Murder Me, and then got a couple concede wins. So he's not doing bad, but it's gonna be interesting.
I think Rebel Rousers is going to take a revenge against us for forgetting him in the first handful of recaps by, you know, just being in the #1 spot right now for the leaderboard.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Lebowski's Urban Achievers will take him when he gets his win. And
Yeah, is that a guaranteed win?
Yeah. Admin's win, and the Big Green Weenies, they'll take him as well. But still,
he's not in a bad spot, though.
Not at all. Not at all.
Which,
And,
speaking about those, I think we should start covering them. Or actually, no, we got to get to...
Yeah, we still got to do Jimmy Burrito and Please Don't Murder Me.
Jimmy Burrito's getting a high TV now.
Luke Sama.
1460.
Yeah, he is. With his...
Wait, for once he didn't change his team motto?
Well, maybe he hasn't got
Okay.
time yet. Maybe
He didn't know.
he didn't know.
Ooh.
I don't think there's any development here from the last time.
There's a diving tackle zombie.
Yeah, we talked about that guy last time. He rolled doubles.
Did we?
He went wackadoo. We like it. He likes it. Everybody likes it.
He's got Rackle. He's got his white getting tackle. I like it. His other white being a jerk, and then just block, blodge.
Yeah.
It's just great.
I mean, got enough block there, you can almost pretend you're a dwarf team.
Yeah. He's got 7 players that are just good, and then he's got extra bench, which I like. Maybe hire a zombie and embrace your inner bloat. But he's doing
Embrace
solid.
it. Let the bloat flow through you.
And he's got a 4-2 record.
Yeah, he's doing well.
4-0-2. So I like it. You like it.
I do like it.
Let's go.
Exactly. Please Don't Murder Me has 2 level ups. You should do level ups because level ups are your friend. They make you happy. They make us happy. Got a catcher with a level up, so it's going to be fun to see what he gets there.
Maybe wrestler.
I would go dodge.
Or just a dodger.
I think
He's already got 2 with dodge, so.
I think they had played their game when we did our last recap, and that's why this sounds very familiar.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think,
Then just... Yeah, probably, actually.
but I mean,
So
he's
let's
got
skip him.
a lot of dodge. Yeah, maybe you're right because he's already got 2 dodging catchers. I almost always go dodge first,
Yep.
but with 2 dodging catchers, then maybe you're right. Maybe you start making that guy a defensive player instead of an offensive player.
Yep. Just make him a rackle piece, then get him dodge.
Yep. Get in there, get some, do your thing, get the ball free, throw it some more.
Yeah.
He's having a bit of a rough 2-1-3, so 3 losses.
He's doing good for Hiles, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
He hasn't lost a team.
hasn't lost the team. You can't beat that one.
Ooh, only losing 1 player is actually a bonus because that's 1 player you don't care about now.
Boom. Can't be eating those expensive SPPs. You want to look at your Chaos brethren, the Lebowski
Yes.
Urban Achievers?
Lebowski.
I don't think we're going to see anything changed, obviously, because he hasn't got his level ups. But just a quick pop, hello, good morning.
Yep. I think the claw's new on the Mighty Blow dude.
You think so?
We have a straight killer coming.
Yeah. Well, he's the dude.
He is the dude.
And the big Lebowski's got his blodge going on, like somebody else I know.
Yeah, but my blodge is better.
It might be prettier.
Has plus AG.
I love that. Well, he's got plus AG as well. He just doesn't have them together.
Yep, he's got to get dodge on him now, and then he's just going to be going silly places.
This is a.
But I like it.
Yeah, it looks like a fun. He's got his 12th man, got apothecary. I mean, realistically, when he gets his admin win, what could he possibly be needing?
He'll have money, yeah.
Minotaur.
He's got a bench already. No,
I know, I'm just kidding.
I ditched mine, man.
I like the Minotaur, but I think if you're going to play it, it should be you should play the Minotaur with the whole idea like I'm playing this team because I want the Minotaur, not hey I got this team that can get one. Should I get one? Yeah, no, don't get it now.
Yeah. Well, also the problem with the Minotaur is you're gonna want him to eat some SPP with hurting people, and he already starts off with Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
So he's gonna level up quick.
Yeah.
And he's gonna steal SPP.
I know, it sounds great.
Yeah.
You want to take a look at Phobiax on the third page? They're getting an admin win, and they could use it.
Yeah, he really can. He's at 0, and he's at 4 blitzers, thankfully.
Yeah, and he's missing one dude. So
if he rolls straight 6s and gets 120k, he can buy a Witch Elf.
Oh, screw! I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't, but
or he could buy a reroll.
True. I wonder what he's gonna do.
Those rerolls are cheap.
Bittlebrones. Yeah, with an R in there. You want to try that one, Ironmaster?
Brittle Bones.
Thank you. Why don't you pop on Reddit for us and let us know when we post this up what your plan is. I, for one, would love to hear and see what you're going to do.
Yeah. He hasn't really had too much on SVP either, so...
Well, he has had 2 games. And both of them were losses. He did jump
that
in.
means the MVP died.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, jumping in. Remember, this is his spin. This is his spin season.
Yeah.
He came in already behind the curve. Go ahead and just start working things and developing players. And that leaves, I believe, the big green weenies for us to take a look at.
Yep.
Second
just
page.
Let me find them.
Top right corner, just like that orc team.
Yep. 1300 TV, so they're a bit higher than some.
Well, he's got a troll. And he's got 3 Mighty Blow Blitzers. And he's about to get a huge bank. Because he's already got a bank.
Yep. I think he got a back-to-back concede, didn't he?
I don't know. Let's take a look at his histories.
Yep. Because the Dead Pirates Roberts 4.
Yes, he did.
So,
me personally, my advice, for what it's worth, is now's the time to upgrade your stadium. Go ahead and work and get the enhancements you want so that on your home games, boom, bonus.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe get a Goblin.
Maybe throw that Goblin at people. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, a 13th player, especially one that's only worth, 40 TV, is not going to hurt you.
Especially when it's just literally, this is a 1-turn attempt. Let's go.
So did we...
I just like to keep the bad options open still.
Yeah. You are a big fan of this throwing the Goblin at things.
It sounds fun.
Well, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We had already started a little bit here, but now that we know that Big Green Weenies is going to get the win.
Yeah, that puts them tied for 3rd / a lot of people.
Right. And who's the other person getting the win? Phobiax.
I believe that was Phobiax, yeah.
Yeah, Phobiax will bring them...
They're already 14th.
Yeah, but it'll bring them up to 12th place, so... I mean, I know it's not the best way to get out of the hole, but we all have to start somewhere, so...
Yeah. And then,
this division's pretty tight, and you've got 3 teams that are undefeated.
Yep. I can't wait for those to be broken, where they're just like, oops, I beat ya.
I'm the only one.
Because I don't want to go down to TD differential to go to playoffs, so...
Yeah.
Still, Ski Urban Achievers are looking really strong on us.
Hey,
just,
last season, someone from the lowest division beat the previous year's Super Bowl champ.
That is true.
So it
I
can
was
happen.
in that division, but not him.
Oh, that's funny. So
I did beat him this season, so it was fun.
We were talking about your team all last season with me and Mike.
Yeah.
Well,
it
sir,
was mostly the team.
is there anything in particular you want to look at? before we call it a night?
Just see the schedule for next week real quick. See if there's any big games.
Boom. Well, let's do Division 6, and then we'll pop back down to 7 because we didn't do that.
So,
well, the one I see right off the bat that grabs my attention, it may not be important, but I'm interested in seeing it, and that's Knights of Court and Panda versus the Phobiacs. I don't know, man.
I'm just going to see some developed Bretts and some maybe developed Dark Elves.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how he plays it off, because it's going to be a bit of a uphill battle for Phobiacs.
It is, but he's going to get to come in there with that money, so he can kind of retool his team a little bit and try to trust in the agility. I mean, he's going to have a lot of agility over the Bretts.
Yep, just don't base them and you're good. And Thick, Rich, and Creamy versus the Olive Garden, I think, is the one I want to see.
Yeah?
Mostly because it's some Orcs versus some Necromantic. See who the better big guys are.
Well, it's mummies. But there are no mummies on Necromantic, David. Oh, yeah, I forget.
Yeah. Flesh golems.
I hate flesh golems.
We got stand firm. Anything else? That's it, Coach.
That's it, bro. I wore cool sunglasses. Does that count? Yeah. I think TeamSpeak version 4 versus Rebel Rousers might be a bit of a mess as well.
Yep. So that's what humans versus Chaos
Dwarves. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how he plays against those dwarfs, especially with the palm.
Yeah.
Where's that clip, sir?
Where's that clip, sir?
Okay, let's move on.
Yes, sir.
To Division 7.
Division 7. And your schedule for coming up. See if anything here grabs us.
Maybe the High Elf team versus the Oil Miners.
Yeah, I'd like to tell you that that's going to be a fun game, but I'm a High Elf coach who's played a lot of Dwarves. You're going to have a rough day. Unless he gets diced or you get amazing dice, that's going to be a rough day.
Yep.
How about the Bitter Sagis against the Chaos Colonials?
Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a fun match of... I think the Bitter Sagis are actually more developed, though.
Oh, yeah, they are, but the Chaos Colonials are right now... 11 what? 1160?
Something like that.
Yeah, and the Oil Miners are 1460, so you're looking at 300k worth of inducements. Plus the Colonials have 140k. So if they wanted to, that's 440k. Who can you put on your Chaos team for 440k? I would love to see some star players. I love star players. And you may need the weirdness that they bring to go up against them kooky-ass dwarves.
Now, I'm thinking Borak. Just because he's going to be really strong. And then near the end of the game, you can stomp on those Strength 4 guys. But don't do it in the middle because, you don't want to send off Borak with his dirty player.
IronMaster just wants you to kill Strength 4 dwarves and get free things from him.
Yep. No, that's not my bounty. That's Callisti.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
Look, if there's a bounty in REL, there's a 50-50 shot. You're the one who put it on somebody.
It's pretty true. I got to add some drama. But that's going to be an interesting match to see.
I do think it'll be a rough... I mean, the Bitter Sagis have AV7, so, I mean, you can figure out what... Shoot.
Yeah.
With that much inducements, you could, if you wanted to, I'm not sure this is a great idea, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. You could 2-star players and 3 journeymen. Well, what's the cost?
Are you saying get Lewd Grip?
I'm not necessarily, but the Beastmen cost what, 60k?
90k with
Mercs, yeah.
Mercs, yeah.
90k, you could get 5 more. That's 450k. Maybe you can't get 5 more. You can get 4 more, and you can use every one of them as a fouling piece.
I don't think I agree with that one because it's only a 1 out of 6 chance to get sent off each roll.
Oh.
So
In the Lyman League, we're not allowed to get star players. So if I get inducements with my Norse team, dude, I pick up mercs and line of scrimmage duty, kick people in the face duty, mark that one dude who you know is going to kill you.
yeah.
I'm not saying it's the best plan in the world, but it's something to do. You got 400 and something K worth of inducements. What are you going to buy?
Borak again.
How much is he?
He's 310K, I believe, or 300 straight.
See, I like Brick and Grotti.
With it. Yeah. I don't know what they do, honestly.
Brick is an ogre who has a little bit of throwing skills, and Grotti is an agility up goblin, so he lands pretty well.
That's pretty fun. So that's an interesting one where you're going to have to make that call and be like, ooh, what do I do? We gave you a hint. You can go with it, or you can do whatever, and just tell us what you buy for those inducements. That's going to be a cool thing to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Ever since we've started doing these divisions, I've really enjoyed the bot that pops up so I can go, ooh, look, there's my division. Look what they're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely just awesome. Slice is 10 out of 10 at this stuff.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah.
Well,
So I think that's
IronMaster.
everything. I guess we'll take us out. So this has been Taking It to the Pitch, week 6. And I'm with my co-host, Ledeas. Say hi.
Hi.
And then it's been IronMaster here, and have a good day.